Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments in life when you will be faced with challenges, obstacles, and a seemingly endless stream of reasons to pop. But here's the truth. Nothing of great value happens without effort. If you want to achieve your dreams, fulfill your purpose, and become the person you were destined to be, you must force yourself. You must force yourself to get up when you don't feel like it. You must force yourself to push past the pain when the road is tough. You must force yourself to remain disciplined when distractions try to pull you away from your calling. See, the world will not hand you success on a silver platter. You will not be rewarded for what you are capable of doing. You will be rewarded for what you force yourself to do. Success is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating the right moment through perseverance, through pushing yourself beyond what seems comfortable, and through relentless dedication to your goals. When you find yourself at a crossroads, when you feel like quitting or settling for less, remember, your potential lies in what you refuse to give up on. Every great accomplishment requires a choice to keep going, even when the body and mind scream to stop. So rise up today and force yourself into the greatness that is waiting for you on the other side of that resistance. It is time to force yourself for greatness, for your future, and for the legacy you are destined to leave behind. Discipline over motivation is the foundation of success. Motivation is powerful, but it is fleeting. Some days you feel energized, ready to take on the world, while on others, you feel tired, uninspired, or defeated. Motivation comes and goes like waves in the ocean. It can be high one moment and low the next. But here's the truth. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation is nowhere to be found. When you rely solely on motivation, you're at the mercy of your emotions. If you feel good, you act. If you don't, you don't. But true growth and achievement are built on the ability to do what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. It is the strength of discipline that propels you forward when your motivation has abandoned you. Discipline is the muscle you build that does not waver. It stays steady no matter how challenging the journey may get. Think about your life, the things that have brought you the most value. Those are the things you didn't just do because you felt like it. Whether it was waking up early to study, sticking to a fitness routine, or following through with a work commitment, the key to success in all those moments was discipline. When you wake up and remind yourself of your purpose, discipline drives you to take action. It doesn't matter if the day feels long, if the tasks ahead seem overwhelming, or if the obstacles feel insurmountable. Discipline is the force that makes you continue, even when the excitement of motivation has faded away. This is where many people falter. They set big, bold goals for themselves when they're inspired, full of passion, and motivated by what they want to achieve. But when the initial excitement wears off, they're left with nothing but their routine. It is at this moment that the difference between success and failure is made. Successful people know that their dreams aren't fueled by bursts of energization. They are fueled by the consistent action that comes from discipline. Discipline doesn't wait for the perfect moment to act. It finds a way to move forward, even in the toughest circumstances. We've all had moments where we didn't feel like doing something. Maybe we had a tough day or weren't seeing results fast enough. In these moments, motivation fades and you have two choices: give in to your feelings or lean on your discipline. If you choose discipline, you choose to move forward despite the challenges. You force yourself to take that one step even when it's hard. And here's what happens. Once you take that step, momentum begins to build. The next step becomes easier. And before you know it, you've made progress where you once thought you couldn't. Discipline is also what keeps you accountable. Motivation is personal. It's a feeling you generate within yourself. But discipline holds you accountable to something bigger than just your momentary desires. Discipline ties you to your purpose and to your goals. It's not about how you feel in the moment, but about what you need to accomplish in the long run. This long-term vision is what discipline constantly reminds you of. Remember, discipline is a habit of practice you strengthen over time. The more you make it a part of your life, the easier it becomes to lean into when you feel low on motivation. When you choose to act consistently, even when you don't feel like it, you begin to build momentum that motivation alone cannot give you. It's easy to think of success as a result of doing what feels good or waiting for that spark of inspiration. But success, lasting success, is created in those moments when you choose discipline over comfort, when you commit to consistency even when the thrill of motivation has worn off. Every small action you take, every day you show up, adds up over time. It's the power of discipline that turns small efforts into big results. So, if you ever find yourself struggling to stay motivated, remind yourself that discipline is the real power behind success. It will carry you through the tough times, keep you steady in the uncertain moments, and ultimately lead you to your destination. You can't rely on motivation alone to get you to the top. Discipline will take you further than any fleeting feeling ever could. Now, it's time to embrace the power of discipline and take that next step toward your goals. Pushing past discomfort is one of the most essential skills you can develop on the journey to achieving your goals. If you're going to succeed in anything worthwhile, you must first accept that discomfort is a part of the process. The road to success isn't always smooth or easy. In fact, it's often the exact opposite. It's challenging, filled with obstacles, and demands more from you than you think you're capable of. But here's the key: your growth and success are on the other side of that discomfort. Most people shy away from discomfort because it feels unnatural or painful. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone, to keep doing what feels safe and familiar. But nothing extraordinary happens in the comfort zone. The comfort zone is where potential is wasted, where dreams remain unfulfilled, and where growth is stunted. If you truly want to achieve greatness, you must learn to push past the discomfort that tries to hold you back. The key to overcoming it is realizing that discomfort is a sign that you're growing. When you feel uncomfortable, it means you're being stretched, that you're stepping into new territory, and that you're evolving into the person who can achieve your goals. Think about any challenge you've faced in your life, whether it was pursuing a new career, getting in shape, or even learning a new skill. At the beginning, there was likely a lot of discomfort. You felt awkward, unsure, and maybe even frustrated. But then something incredible happened. The more you showed up and kept pushing through that discomfort, the stronger you became. What once felt impossible eventually became second nature. That is the power of pushing past discomfort. The discomfort you feel today is temporary. The results and the person you become by overcoming that discomfort will last a lifetime. Many people give up when they encounter discomfort because it feels too hard or it challenges their confidence. They believe they've hit a wall, but in reality, they've simply encountered a moment where they need to push through. That moment of resistance is where the breakthrough happens. It's when you decide to go beyond what you thought was your limit, that you realize there is no limit at all. Every time you push past discomfort, you expand your capacity, and you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever thought. The reason discomfort is so difficult is because it forces you to face your fears and doubts. You begin to question your abilities, wonder if you're cut out for the challenge, or worry about failure. But remember, discomfort is the arena where growth happens. It challenges you to develop mental toughness, resilience, and perseverance. These qualities don't develop when things are easy. They are forged in the fire of discomfort. When you keep pushing forward despite the discomfort, you build strength that will carry you through even more difficult situations in the future. It's also important to understand that discomfort is not permanent. Just as muscles grow stronger by being stretched and challenged, so do you. The more you push through discomfort, the easier it becomes to handle future challenges. Over time, discomfort becomes familiar and no longer has the power to stop you. You learn to embrace it, knowing that it's simply a part of the process that leads to greater things. You build a mindset that sees discomfort not as an obstacle, but as a tool for transformation. But the key here is that you must take action in the face of discomfort. Simply feeling uncomfortable is not enough. You must continue to move forward no matter how hard it feels. You can't wait for the discomfort to go away before you act. You must act because of the discomfort. Each step you take, even when it's difficult, reinforces your commitment to your goals and strengthens your resolve to see things through. The more you face discomfort head-on, the more you condition yourself to handle challenges without hesitation. Look at the people who are where you want to be. They didn't get there because the road was easy. They got there because they kept going when things got tough. They chose to push through when the discomfort became overwhelming, and they emerged stronger and more capable. They didn't allow fear or doubt to dictate their actions. Instead, they trusted the process and kept moving forward, knowing that growth is not just about the destination, but about the journey. In the end, discomfort is not your enemy, it's your ally. It is the vehicle that will transport you from where you are now to where you want to be. So when you face discomfort, don't retreat. Lean into it. Embrace it. Push through it. Because on the other side of discomfort lies your true potential. And that potential is waiting for you to step into it. Now is the time to take the next step and push past the discomfort standing between you and your dreams. Consistency breeds success. It's one of the most important factors in achieving any goal, whether personal, professional, or spiritual. We live in a world that often values instant gratification, where people expect results quickly and are easily discouraged when things don't happen right away. But the truth is, real success doesn't come from a single burst of effort. It comes from showing up day after day, doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel or the challenges you face. Consistency is not about doing something perfectly every time, nor is it about doing something massive every day. It's about the commitment to keep moving forward, even when it seems like nothing is happening, even when the results are not immediately visible. It's easy to get excited about a new goal at the start, full of enthusiasm and energy, but it's consistency that will carry you through when the initial excitement fades and the work begins to feel monotonous or tough. Look at any successful person or achievement in history. What do they all have in common? Consistency. The athletes who win championships don't just train hard for a few weeks or months. They train year-round, through the highs and lows, when it's easy and when it's difficult. The business leaders who change industries don't just have a few good ideas, they implement those ideas consistently with dedication over time. The artist who creates masterpieces doesn't just paint when inspiration strikes. They paint regularly, owning their craft, improving bit by bit, even on days when they feel uninspired. Success is the accumulation of small efforts repeated over time. Sometimes the temptation is to look for shortcuts or to try to take the easy route, thinking that if you can just find the right strategy or hack, things will magically fall into place. But those shortcuts rarely lead to lasting success. True progress comes from focusing on the basics, showing up, and doing the work consistently. It's the consistency that builds momentum. And momentum, once you have it, makes things easier. What felt difficult at the beginning becomes more natural. As you keep putting in the work, you start seeing results that reinforce your commitment and encourage you to keep going. The challenge for many is that during the journey, there is often a period where progress isn't as visible. You might put in weeks, months, or even years of hard work and still feel like you're not getting anywhere. But here's the thing, even when you don't see the results immediately, the work you're putting in is still compounding. It's like planting a seed in the ground. At first, nothing seems to happen, but beneath the surface, roots are forming, and eventually the seed breaks through the soil and grows into something beautiful. Consistency is what nurtures that growth, even when it's unseen. If you are consistent with your actions, you are building something far greater than just the immediate results. You are building character, you are strengthening your discipline, and you are developing the mindset that success requires patience and persistence. It is the small, consistent actions that build the foundation for something great. There will always be days when you don't feel like being consistent. There will be days when the obstacles seem insurmountable, when motivation wanes, and when progress seems slow. In those moments, your commitment to consistency is what will push you to show up anyway. It's the decision to keep going even when it seems easier to quit. Every time you choose consistency, you're building a habit, a mental toughness that allows you to keep going in the face of adversity. Think of the things you want most in life. What are the dreams and aspirations that burn in your heart? They're not going to come true overnight. They require consistent effort, consistent dedication, and most importantly, consistent belief in yourself and the process. Don't let discouragement or impatience rob you of the success you deserve. Stay the course. Keep doing the work, even when the results don't show up right away. Trust that in time, the accumulation of your cumulus thoughts will lead to the win-win for. Success isn't a straight line. It's filled with ups and downs, challenges and setbacks. But consistency is the force that keeps you moving forward no matter what. Even on the days when you don't feel like it, remember that consistency is the key to unlocking your potential. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep showing up, doing what needs to be done, and trusting the process. The power of consistency is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up too soon. So stay committed, stay persistent, and keep moving forward. The results will follow, and they will be worth every bit of effort. Now, take the next step and commit to consistency in everything you do. Action creates momentum. It is one of the most powerful forces in achieving your goals. You can have all the plans, ideas, and intentions in the world, but without action, they remain just that plans and ideas. The truth is, nothing happens until you take that first step. The moment you take action, you set the wheels of progress in motion. And from that first step, momentum begins to build. Momentum is the driving force that propels you forward, making each subsequent step a little easier than the last. Many people get stuck in the planning phase, trapped by fear, uncertainty, or the desire for perfection. They hesitate to take action because they want everything to be just right, or they're afraid of failure. But the key to progress is not perfection, it's motion. Even if you don't have all the answers, even if you're not sure exactly where the road leads, the simple act of taking action creates a shift. It moves you from being someone who dreams of success to someone who is actively pursuing it. You see, action is what creates clarity. So many people spend countless hours trying to figure everything out before they move. They get caught up in the details, waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect timing, or the perfect circumstances. But life doesn't wait for you to have everything figured out. By taking action, you start to gather the feedback, experience, and wisdom that will guide you moving forward. Sometimes it's not about knowing exactly what to do. It's about trying something and learning from it. With each action you take, you gain valuable insights that allow you to adjust, improve, and keep moving forward. The more action you take, the clearer the path becomes. This momentum that comes from taking action is incredibly powerful. It creates a snowball effect. What once seemed like a massive, intimidating task becomes more manageable as you continue to make progress. The first step is often the hardest, but once you start, you find that each subsequent step requires less energy. You begin to build confidence and trust in the process, which fuels even more action. The longer you keep moving, the more natural it becomes to keep going. It's like pushing a heavy object. You might struggle at first, but once it starts to roll, it gets easier. In fact, momentum is often the difference between success and failure. Without it, you'll find yourself stuck, stalled, and unable to make any real progress. You may try something, but if you don't continue taking action, it's easy to lose steam and give up. But when you have momentum, even when challenges arise, it becomes easier to push through. You're already in motion, as motion has a way of overcoming resistance. When you're moving forward, it's easier to handle obstacles because you're already committed to the journey. This is why it's important to take action as soon as possible. Don't wait for the perfect time or the ideal conditions because they may never come. Start now, even if you don't have everything figured out. Just taking that first step, no matter how small, creates momentum that carries you forward. You might not know where the journey will lead, but you'll never know until you start walking. And once you begin, you can adjust along the way. The key is not to wait, but to act, even if it's just a little at a time. Action also forces you to overcome fear. Fear often holds us back from taking the first step. We worry about what might go wrong, about the mistakes we could make, or the potential failures ahead. But here's a powerful truth. Action is the antidote to fear. When you take that step, you realize that fear is often just an illusion. As you act, you gain experience and perspective, and fear begins to lose its grip on you. With each step, your confidence grows, and what once seemed overwhelming becomes more manageable. And here's another thing about action. It builds momentum, not just externally, but internally as well. The more you act, the more you believe in your ability to take action and succeed. Your mindset shifts from one of doubt and hesitation to one of confidence and determination. You start to trust yourself in the process, knowing that if you keep moving, things will fall into place. Momentum breeds self-belief, and self-belief fuels further action. So if you find yourself feeling stuck, uncertain, or overwhelmed, remember that the key to breaking through is to simply take action. It doesn't have to be perfect or grand. It just needs to be a step forward. Action is the spark that ignites the fire of progress. Once that fire starts, it keeps burning, and you'll find that what once seemed impossible is now within your reach. In the end, action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Without it, your dreams remain distant and unattainable. But with action, you begin to turn those dreams into something tangible, something real. So don't wait for the perfect moment, create momentum now. Take that first step and let the power of action carry you to places you've always dreamed of. Now, take that step today and let momentum lead you to success. Overcoming distractions is one of the greatest challenges in today's world. We live in an age of constant stimulation, phones buzzing with notifications, endless streams of information on social media, news updates, and the never-ending pull of entertainment. With so many things demanding our attention, it's easy to lose focus and get sidetracked from the goals that truly matter. But here's the reality: distractions are the enemies of progress. They pull us away from our purpose and keep us from dedicating the time and energy necessary to achieve our dreams. Distractions come in many forms, and not all of them are obvious. It's not just the obvious time wasters like social media or television. Sometimes the small, seeming innocent things that take up our time: chit-chat, unnecessary meetings, or getting caught up in minor tasks that don't contribute to our bigger goals. And sometimes distractions can even come from within. Our own self-doubt, procrastination, or the fear of failure can cause us to avoid the difficult tasks that will move us closer to our dreams. The first step in overcoming distractions is recognizing them for what they are: interruptions that prevent us from achieving our potential. Distractions often mask the real work. They're the things that seem urgent but aren't important, the things that pull us away from focusing on what truly matters. Recognizing these distractions for what they are is the first victory in gaining control over them. Once we can see them for what they truly are: temporary and ultimately unimportant, we can begin to make better choices about how we spend our time and energy. Another key to overcoming distractions is the ability to prioritize. The world is full of noise, but not all of it deserves our attention. When you focus on your goals, you must be willing to cut out the things that don't align with those goals. Not everything that demands your attention is worth your time. One of the most powerful decisions you can make is to prioritize your dreams and goals over the distractions that would pull you in a different direction. Ask yourself, is this helping me move forward, or is it taking me off course? If the answer is the latter, it's time to reevaluate whether it's worth your time. This doesn't mean you have to cut out all enjoyment or leisure. Balance is important. However, you must learn to set boundaries. Boundaries protect your focus and your time. When you set boundaries with your time, whether it's designating specific hours for work, setting limits on social media, or saying no to non-essential meetings, you protect yourself from distractions. By creating clear boundaries, you are consciously choosing where to direct your energy, and you send a powerful message to yourself that your goals are worth the sacrifice. Another challenge with distractions is the tendency to multitask. In a world where we're encouraged to do more and juggle many things at once, it's easy to think that multitasking is the way to go. But the truth is, multitasking is a distraction in itself. It dilutes your focus and reduces your ability to perform at your best. When you split your attention between multiple tasks, you're not giving any one of them the focus it deserves. Instead of multitasking, focus on one task at a time and give it your full attention. This creates a higher quality of work and allows you to move through your task more efficiently. Distractions also often thrive when we don't have clear goals or a sense of purpose. When you don't know where you're going, it's easy to get lost in the noise. When your goals are clear and your purpose is defined, distractions lose their power over you. You have a roadmap, and every distraction becomes a deviation from your path. The more focused you are on your destination, the less you'll be tempted by the things that try to pull you off course. Clarity of purpose allows you to make decisions more quickly and with more confidence because you know exactly what you're working toward. It's also important to recognize that distractions can sometimes be a form of avoidance. We often distract ourselves from the hard work that requires real effort and commitment. When something seems overwhelming or too difficult, we seek refuge in distractions as they provide a temporary escape. But the more you use distractions to avoid discomfort, the more they control you. To overcome this, you must develop the ability to face the challenges head on and embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. The more you push through the discomfort and avoid the temptation of distractions, the stronger and more capable you become. Distractions are an inevitable part of life, but they don't have to control you. The key is to develop self-discipline and focus. The more you practice focusing on your goals and cutting out the noise around you, the easier it becomes. You begin to protect your time, energy, and focus, and as a result, your productivity increases and your progress accelerates. Overcoming distractions is not about completely eliminating them, but rather about learning to manage them and stay focused on what truly matters. In the end, your success will depend on how well you can manage distractions and stay focused on your goals. Life will always present distractions, but your ability to choose your focus will determine the course of your life. Choose your dreams over the noise and take control of your time and energy. Now, let's eliminate those distractions and focus on what truly matters. Believing in yourself is the foundation of every great achievement. Without self-belief, the path to success becomes uncertain and difficult to navigate. The most successful people in the world share one common trait: they trust in their abilities, even when others might doubt them. They know that in order to make progress, they must first believe in their capacity to achieve their goals, no matter how big or small. Self-belief is the fuel that propels you toward your dreams. The power of self-belief is not just about thinking you're capable, it's about knowing you are capable. It's the deep inner conviction that no matter what obstacles come your way, you have the strength and ability to overcome them. When you truly believe in yourself, it becomes much easier to take bold actions, to persist in the face of challenges, and to continue moving forward when the journey gets tough. Belief in yourself turns doubt into determination and uncertainty into confidence. However, self-belief doesn't come easily for everyone. It's easy to look at others and think they are more capable or more talented, especially when we compare our own journeys to theirs. But comparing yourself to others is a sure way to undermine your confidence. Your journey is your own, and your path to success will look different from anyone else's. It's important to remember that others may have started earlier or they may have different resources, but that doesn't diminish your potential. The only thing that limits you is your own belief in yourself. Once you embrace the idea that you are capable of achieving greatness, the possibilities become limitless. The first step to building self-belief is to recognize and acknowledge your own strengths and abilities. Everyone has something unique to offer, and the more you focus on your strengths, the more confident you become in your ability to succeed. It's easy to get caught up in your weaknesses or to focus on the areas where you feel inadequate. But constantly dwelling on what you can't do only diminishes your self-belief. Instead, take time to reflect on your past achievements, however small they may seem, and recognize the qualities within yourself that made those accomplishments possible. Each success, no matter how minor, is a testament to your potential. Another important aspect of self-belief is learning to silence the negative voices, both external and internal, that tell you it's impossible or that you're not good enough. There will always be people who doubt you, who question your decisions, or who criticize your choices. But their doubts do not define you. Your belief in yourself must be stronger than the opinions of others. What truly matters is your own conviction that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. And just as important as external doubts are the negative thoughts you may have about yourself. Self-doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to control you. The key is to acknowledge those doubts, but not let them dictate your actions. Challenge the negative thoughts and replace them with affirmations of your capabilities. A powerful way to build self-belief is by taking action. Action reinforces belief. The more you take steps toward your goals, the more you realize that you are indeed capable of achieving them. Even if you're unsure or don't have all the answers, each step you take reinforces the belief that you can succeed. As you continue to move forward, you begin to gather evidence of your abilities, and that evidence strengthens your belief in yourself. This is why consistency and action are so important. They give you the tangible results that support your inner conviction. It's also vital to understand that self-belief isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. It's about having confidence in your own worth and your potential. Self-belief is rooted in humility and the understanding that you are enough as you are. When you believe in yourself, you're not focused on comparing yourself to others or seeking validation from the outside world. You're focused on your own growth and progress. Believing in yourself means acknowledging that you have everything you need within you to succeed and that you are deserving of success. When you truly believe this, you stop seeking approval from others and start creating your own path. In times of adversity, self-belief is even more crucial. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but your ability to keep going in the face of difficulty is determined by your belief in your own resilience. When you trust in your ability to overcome obstacles, setbacks become temporary. You know that each challenge is just another opportunity to learn, grow, and prove to yourself that you can overcome anything that stands in your way. Self-belief empowers you to take on challenges with courage, knowing that failure is not permanent and that each attempt brings you one step closer to your goal. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen your self-belief is to surround yourself with positive influences, people who encourage you, support you, and believe in your potential. The people you associate with can have a profound impact on your self-belief. When you're surrounded by people who lift you up and inspire you to be better, it becomes easier to believe in yourself. On the other hand, negative influences can chip away at your confidence. Choose to invest your time and energy in relationships that nurture your belief in yourself and your dreams. The journey towards self-belief is not always easy, but it is absolutely worth it. When you truly believe in yourself, the possibilities are endless. You unlock your potential, overcome obstacles with resilience, and move forward with confidence. Your belief in yourself becomes the driving force behind your success. So believe in yourself today, trust in your ability to achieve your dreams, and take that first step toward your greatness. Your future is waiting for you to step into it with unwavering confidence. In conclusion, the path to success is not defined by external circumstances, but by the inner strength, commitment, and belief that you cultivate within yourself. Remember, it's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about forcing yourself to take action, stay consistent, and trust in your ability to overcome distractions and challenges. Self-belief is the foundation that will carry you through every obstacle and allow you to keep moving forward when others may falter. Keep pushing forward with determination and passion, and know that each step you take brings you closer to your dreams. As you embark on this journey, remember that your potential is limitless. There will be struggles, there will be moments of doubt, but there will also be triumphs, growth, and success. Stay focused, stay resilient, and most importantly, stay committed to yourself and your goals. Good luck as you continue on your path. Believe in yourself and never stop moving forward. Thank you for your time and attention, and may your journey be filled with purpose, strength, and endless possibilities.